Marshawn Lynch my ass. Marshawn Lynch my ass. I always say that shit. Marshawn Lynch my ass. Marshawn Lynch my ass. I always say that shit. Say what?
Volume was working.
So that's what it was the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. Back in the building and the place to be.
Hola. Let's see. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I meant to mute it. Oopsie! I made a oopsie. Okay. I don't know. It might not be a good time.
What?
We empty.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. A lot of stuff.
Do we?
Yeah. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Stay what's on your mind.
No, this right here is us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What would be weird if we start doing videos, just live streaming ourselves sitting there and just.
People do. I mean, people do dumb shit every day.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if there was popularity over there?
People do.
But what if we actually start making money off of those stupid videos like that? That would like be so stupid. Like us checking ourselves out in the webcam.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Just saying.
While you saying that shit, somebody listening right fucking now talking about, yo, I'm gonna do that shit. Yo, that shit sound gangster. That shit sound gangster.
No, it ain't. Look. No, it's not.
Oh, shit.
Look. Nothing. It's dead. It's kind of dead.
Who's that joining the room?
They left.
They left?
Mm-hmm. This is like not a good feeling. I don't like this. This is not normal. It's normally not like this. And you sitting here in the camera like really? You know what? That's what tonight's gonna be. Tonight's gonna be us sitting here having a conversation, and it's just so happened to be recorded. That's what it's gonna be, and it's gonna get uploaded. How about that? How you feel about that?
Shit, we might as well build on something. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do it like that. Shit, pull up something. Let's pull up. We're gonna pull up something real fast.
We're gonna pull up. Go to you want another window?
What?
I would like to get myself in the camera. There we go. Yeah, that looks better.
Where?
Right here, another window. Cool. I did it. Yeah, let me go to that. My lips are burning. You know what I did while I was away?
I'm not even trying to figure it out.
Oh.
Because that didn't even sound like it was something I needed to know. Oh, shit.
I was going to say, I had a, what'd you call it? A cigar? Yeah, that's what I did. I ain't even it was quite relaxing. I see why you do it. Even though I almost killed myself. Cause you know my lungs are like all jacked up and fried to the side. Wait a minute. They are. They all jacked up for real. I take one inhale the wrong way. It's all going downhill. I'm finna die.
Hey, what's good? What's good, Oba? What's good? What's good?
Hi.
Yeah, maintain.
You guys are chiming into
a live discussion.
Yeah, basically, we sitting here chit-chatting amongst ourselves and decided to just record it.
Hey, what's good, fams? What's good? What's good? What's good?
You were missed. Mr. Did. Hello. Hola.
Hey, what's good, Caesar? Caesar in the building. Oba and Santino in the building. Hold it down. What y'all been up to? How's everything been going?
Oh my God, it hurts. Where are these? G-Cell developed by the Innovation Library Corporation. See, how do you get to this?
I know what to ask Google. Now, you know,
I know it's probably the way that I phrase the things that I'm looking up good at the gym.
Okay.
Look, I was
Okay.
at the gym earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah,
Handle it. Get it in. Get it in.
Let's see. No, seriously. That would be something good to discuss.
What?
What to put in your search engine when...
It's just to ask the questions, how to ask the questions, the proper questions, because...
But that's the thing. I could ask the same question that you asked, but because Google doesn't like what I say, it brings up a whole bunch of spam. And it's like, how is it you can pull up all the information that you want?
Hey, Islam.
Hey,
leaving the house. What's good? What's good, family?
And
what's good?
I put in the same question that you put in, but it's phrased differently. And I get all the spam sites. But yet, you get everything that it what's needed. I swear I be going through a whole bunch of spam. I do when I'm trying to research my discussions. I swear.
So what's been going on, fams? What you guys got on your mind? What's been going on? You seen any news lately? Did Trump do any bullshit lately that we need to talk about?
You know, so funny. I heard something on the news saying that Trump repealed HBCUs getting funding. However, he signed an executive order designating billions of dollars to go to HBCUs. But this is funny because I did a live stream on that subject already, and I've already discussed where those monies are being allocated to.
True.
We already know that the funding is not going to the school. It's going to a corporation that will run and delegate the curriculum of those schools.
Trail in the house is tilted.
Oh, it's going down.
Okay. We got the real thinker in the house. Peace, Black Power. How you doing? What about, okay, we got something. I want to talk about something. I seen some shit going down lately. I don't know if y'all pay attention to the House of Consciousness, Brother Polite. You know what I mean, yo? Kev Gills. Basically, there's a lot of rift going on. And normally, I don't like to talk about stuff like this because it really doesn't have nothing to do with us and building and, you know, enlightening each other. But sometimes we got to step into the situation and actually start saying what's on our mind. Now, when it comes to the shit that I see with Brother Polite and the whole nine and the accusations that's being brought up against him, I kind of feel like there's something going on that needs to be said on all bullshit aside, like on some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? He has a lot of accusations that's been going on, that's been placed against him. Pretty much. Young Pharaoh has been beefing with him for the longest. You know what I'm saying, yo? Then you got Kev Gills that's been going at him for the longest. You know, Kev Gills, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but Sonetta and Brother Polite just reunited back again. You know what I mean, yo? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it make me think about certain shit that's out there like right now. Like what the fuck is going on? Now you got Kev Gills that's bashing the conscious community. Now that's the way how I see him bashing the conscious community is like, what the fuck? I mean, not everybody that's in the conscious community is ride or die for some of these other cats that's out there. We don't man worship or woman worship out there. You feel what I'm saying? So with that particular situation, it makes me want to look at things and say like, yo, dude, you can't, it's like me banging on everybody else that's not a part of my creed and my ideology. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, if you got beef, if that motherfucker got beef with a certain particular people, peace, love, and black power, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Congolese in the house, Canada in the house. But you know what I'm saying? If he got beef with certain people, he should make that shit like specifically be to just Sonetta and Polite. You feel what I'm saying? And not bash the whole community outside of Sonetta and Polite. Because whatever plight that he got with them or qualm that he got with them, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? What you think about that?
Honestly, I think that pertains to the whole entire conscious community, in a sense, because it takes beefing to a whole different level, especially being into the conscious community. It's supposed to be a level of respect and standards, I would say, but because of everyone in their egos and some people not getting a cut of the money that other people are getting, and jealousy that's out there. We're not even, well, more or less, I guess, rivalry of platforms.
Keep talking. I'm gonna be right back.
You get what you have now between Polite, Kev Gills, what was going on between Sonetta and Polite. I find it, you know what's so funny? I find it quite ironic that all of a sudden when Red Pill put Polite on blast, him and Sonetta all of a sudden became best friends again. And they shared this wonderful moment of Polite reaching out to him. And Sonetta now has a brand new car. Not even a week later.
A Maybach.
Ain't that what you told me, babe?
Huh?
Ain't that what you told me?
Yep, he got a Maybach. He just went and bought a Maybach.
It hasn't even been 2 weeks.
Not even.
Sonetta got a brand new car now. But so, she was looking for a van, right?
A news van. So it makes me want to sit here and wonder, like, what the fuck is really going on here? I don't got no beef. I take my hat off to Sonetta. You know, that's my dude all day, 24/7. We're not perfect as black people. We're not. Okay? So in no way, shape, fashion, or form am I going to bash my brother Sonetta. I'm not going to bash Polite. I'm not going to bash Young Pharaoh. I'm not going to bash Kev Gills. Okay? But it's kind of funny, though, how all of a sudden, I'm watching a live stream the day before yesterday, and Sonetta was like, this is for the haters. This is for the haters in the whole nine. Boom. He showed a video. He like stunting on motherfuckers like, yo, we killing them bitches with the Maybach. I'm gonna buy this Maybach. This for the haters right here. And I'm like, sorry, your personal business is your personal business. If people see you in New York with it, they see you in New York with it. But you don't have to like broadcast that like live or whatever in the whole nine. Polite doing that right now. So it's kind of funny how you went from being like a low-key type cat, now all of a sudden you back up out there and you trying to put it out there. Sonetta has the Maybach.
The one that's been asking for people to donate for the Black News 102 van now has a Maybach instead of a Black News 102 van. That person.
Yeah. And I mean,
I'm all for a come up.
Yeah, I'm all. Yeah, I ain't
just don't be asking me for my money.
Yeah, okay. Don't later on. Don't ask for the donate money towards a news van, which I pretty much doubt that he's gonna do because he said that he wasn't gonna do that no more because black people don't want to see shit.
And Polite has the.
Now he gave the Mercedes to his daughter. He gave the Mercedes to his daughter, and he just actually bought the a brand new 8 Series BMW with Lamborghini doors on it. My bad. Was it Lamborghini doors? He called it swan doors. They open up like bird wings and shit like that. They got him all over the line with the picture of him buying his new car.
Satan's plan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, yo. But that, you know, and this is what Phil Valentine was actually talking about. Phil Valentine was like going out there like, there's a lot of people that's coming out here in the name of consciousness, and they're using the people, getting money from the people, and doing things other than what they're supposed to be doing for the people.
Right.
Now, with that being said, there's a lot of shit out there that people need to talk about that they ain't talking about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people that's actually having PayPal accounts, that's actually asking people to donate money for certain particular services, and they're not fulfilling their part on the services. This is why after I seen that shit, I never asked about nobody donating shit. It is what it is, because I got money regardless. It's not even that serious. I come through to the fams for a reason. You know what I'm saying, yo? We come through to build with the family. We don't need nobody to donate no money or whatever, because just y'all coming in the room right now, shit is enough for us to sit here and be like, yo, we good. You know what I'm saying? We feel accomplished at the end of the night. What's going on right there?
Congolese said we need to make our own laws and take these clowns to the African judicial system.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, that's true. Within the conscious community, there should be a set of guidelines, which is something that I've said before, a certain set of structure and code of ethics. However, there's too many egos involved, and it's probably not going to happen at all. And yes, people should be reimbursed their money.
And Dr. Umar is also fishy. Yes, you're right, Oba. You know what I'm saying about that school that he was supposed to be building, and all of a sudden
he ain't gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it no more, because all the schools of the 50 schools that he had to inspect in Detroit was dilapidated, and it will cost more money to turn around and actually fix the school than to sit here and just purchase a brand new one. But guess
he want to do it outside of the country, not in the country.
Yes, so he wants to go and purchase a school in Africa and not here in America, and it's supposed to be a charter school for kids. What's that?
She said, how do we start one?
Well, Queen, we gotta how do we start one? We actually gotta pull up memorandum or write a contract and have a certain it's like a ballot, and we have to actually have signatures. At least 200,000 signatures. See, this is what they was trying to do before Barack Obama left the office. They was actually certain particular people in Jamaica was trying to get Marcus Garvey and his family exonerated from whatever it was that happened in the 1920s. So, but it's kind of funny though, because no one actually advertised that, because I'm pretty sure in the conscious community, there's a lot of people that would have signed up for the exoneration for Marcus Messiah Garvey. Yeah. But they needed 200,000, but they didn't have 200,000 signatures. So that's what caused Marcus Messiah Garvey not to be exonerated. Now, with this particular situation, what?
Where the hell did that come from?
What?
What you saying?
No, I'm talking about, because she was asking how we start one.
Oh,
and I'm trying to explain to her it's all on a ballot and getting signatures and getting people in the conscious community to actually come together as one and create a law under the conscious community to say that if there's any foul play going on in the conscious community, that we can have this person or these persons
in charge,
no, held accountable for any delinquencies that is pertaining to them and their services that they're supposed to provide for people in the conscious community that's supporting Black-owned Black businesses. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you, man. Okay. So my bad.
Go ahead. What we got? What else we got?
Congolese, she was talking about Umar saying now he's thinking about moving into Africa. Then Leaf House said he got to do it in America. And then Oba said he needed $2 million and raised about 600,000, and it was taken off, but he restarted it and raised more money.
Something going on, because it's kind of funny how he going back and forth to Africa. Now all of a sudden, now he back in Michigan again. So what's really going on? It's been too long for you to sit. I'm sorry, man. But it's been too long to sit there and actually say that, oh, damn, we're trying to raise money for the school. We're trying to raise money. You Dr. Umar, I know you got, your name's supposed to be ringing bells right now. You're supposed to be having people that come up to you and donate money just off the fuck of it because you black, you the prince of Pan-Africanism. I'm just being dead honest. Where the school at right now? What happened to that other cat that was supposed to be building up a daycare center in the conscious community, and all of a sudden that day he got about $12,000, $12,000, and he popped up and disappeared. I won't call no names though. But when you go on his site, you ain't even gonna find it no more. And it was just up not too long ago. But it's been up for a while, a very long time. What else we say? Shake my head. He's in Detroit right now. Yeah, he in Detroit right now. You know what I'm saying, yo? And I ain't saying nothing bad about my brothers or nothing like that, because at the end of the day, they brothers. But at the end of but when it comes to getting money from people, once you got money, how much more money do you want from the people? Think about what I'm saying. Half of these cats ain't even traveling the way how you traveling. Half of these cats can't even barely even afford to pay their fucking rent. To put gas in their car, keep food in their mouth, and you still trying to get money from these people? Come on, man. Yo, I feel like there's so much shit that's wrong, because I'm looking at Ashwell Kwesi. I'm looking at Dr. Ben, you feel what I'm saying, who passed away. God rest his soul. He passed away in a nursing home. The same people that he taught, most of the people that he taught wasn't even there to support him. Couldn't even throw him $1 towards what he needed when he got older, and he couldn't move anywhere like that. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers like Dr. Reggie, Shaka Atmos. You feel what I'm saying, yo? Who else? Sinetta was there. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to show Dr. Ben some love. You know what I'm saying? Francis Quest Wilson, Dr. Delbert Blair. There's a lot of elders that went down, and yo, when they passed, before they passed, they didn't have nowhere to stay. But how in the fuck can you get all this money, but I don't see nobody building no retirement shelter for these straight up teachers, to give these teachers a place to stay, because they volunteered their whole entire life to the black community and educating the black community. You feel what I'm saying? What happened? You feel what I'm saying? How can we leave the elders out to starve? You feel what I'm saying? Yo, to me, I just feel like there's something wrong with that. What's going on?
She said, what is the meaning of Uncle Tom? The Uncle Tom cabin is here in Chatham.
You want to answer that? I don't want to always talk.
The only reference of Uncle Tom to me I know of is
So how can I eloquently put this?
I don't know. The only time I've referenced someone being an Uncle Tom is like a snitching ass nigga. Like a nigga that go run to the white man. But I do know of I don't know the story of Uncle Tom and Uncle Tom's cabin. But the only reference of an Uncle Tom I know of is a black person that's always running to a white person. And you Uncle Tom ass nigga. That's the only reference of it I know of.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that. Dearly noted. Okay, so Uncle Tom cabin, or life among the lowly. I know.
She's there. She's been there. She's talking about what's the meaning of Uncle Tom.
No, I got you. But you see, Uncle Tom is pretty much, okay, these include affectionate, dark-skinned mammies, pickaninnies, stereotype of black children, and Uncle Tom, or dutiful, long-suffering servants faithful to his white master or mistress. Just wanted to make sure I put that out there. Seriously.
Oh, that's what
Uncle Tom is here in Chatham. It's a museum. It's for the African in America that escaped to Chatham. Well, yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Well, can I can go ahead and read this, Paul?
Yeah, you can go.
Published in 1852, the novel helped lay the groundwork for Civil War, according to William Cuckman. Okay, Stowe, a Connecticut-born teacher of Hartford Females Seminary and an active, abolitionist, featured the character of Uncle Tom, a long-suffering black slave around whom the story of the character revolved. The sentimental novel depicts the reality of the slave while asserting that Christian love can overcome something as destructive as enslavement of the fellow human being. The Uncle Tom Cabin was a bestseller of the 19th century and the bestseller of the century, following the Bible. So hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. It was a #1 bestseller of the 19th century and the second compared to the Bible, following the Bible.
I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about it. I told you the only thing I knew about Uncle Tom is what I said. A black person that's up in the white person's ass. That is the only reference I know of as an Uncle Tom, and what you gave were depicting.
God damn.
The meaning of what a Uncle Tom is.
It's accredited in the help of the abolitionist cause in 1850. In the first year it was published, 300,000 copies of the books were sold in the United States, 1 million copies in Great Britain. In 1855, 3 years after it was published, it was called the most popular novel of our day.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, and I ain't even read the book, and then I'm finna just based off this rate. The reason why Uncle Tom has a negative connotation to it is because it is a white person who has surrounding him, if I'm not mistaken, black people, and is glorifying a black slave and or black person loyalty to a white person due to the so-called religion of Christianity. That's why
coonism.
That's why it's looked upon as in a negative light.
It's another coon. That's all it is.
Now the museum will never explain that to you. Why? Because it's glorifying Uncle Tom. This was a book based on the realities of what was going on. It's not a actual person and or event. There's no real Uncle Tom.
Nope. But let me go back and get it again. The character of Uncle Tom is a long-suffering black slave around whom the story of other characters revolve. Sentimental novels depict the reality of slavery while also asserting the Christian love overcomes something as destructive as enslavement of his fellow human beings.
Okay. She said, okay, say it again. Okay. Uncle Tom is not a real person. Uncle Tom is a book on the glorification of a black man being loyal to a white Christian person and or community and or what you call it. There is no Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is your typical black person who is, yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. You sure is right. I deserve that lashing. That's who Uncle Tom is. Those people.
Very submissive. Undoubtedly the person to bow down to his master or her master. Uncle Tom is somebody that will always put the white man first before he puts his color first. Uncle Tom is not a positive and a negative version of Uncle Tom. And we're talking about the characteristics, the label. Yeah. You have some people that won't do harm to their own people, but they're still Uncle Toms. If a white person came around, they seen you, and it's like colorism or darkism, what we discussed last week.
Right.
if they see you, they'll sit there and look at you like, and see a white person walk by. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Now, both of them share that same characteristics, but one won't kill you. The other one will sit there and watch you fall in demise. So there's always two. There's a doppelganger. There's always a doppelganger. Okay, a positive and a negative version of them. You got some of them that Uncle Tom motherfuckers, they'll mind their business. They see some shit going down, fuck that. Them niggas over there will fuck around and kill us. The moment police come up, they be like, hold on, I seen everything. Let me tell you everything from point A to point B. Yo, give me a Red Lobster feast. We're gonna be out here for hours. We're gonna break this shit down. Then you got the other Uncle Toms. Now, them the type of motherfuckers, they'll do some shit to you. They'll sell you out quick, fast, in a hurry. It won't take much to get it out there. What happens to me?
She said that happened to me the other day.
Yeah.
She said I was at the store and the black greeter didn't say hi to me, but he said hi to the cracker behind me.
Hey, I get that shit done to me all the time. That shit happened to me. That shit happened to me all the time. Motherfucker come up to me and be like, how can I help you? Easy. Get the fuck out my face and let me continue shopping. I didn't ask you for shit.
Oh, you know, I like this one right here. I'm at Walmart, and there is a Korean Asian, whatever you want to call it.
Kablasian?
No, they ain't black. They the white one. They the white one.
Okay.
Hi, you okay? You need any help? No, I don't need no help. I'm not here to get my nails done. I'm here to check out on YouScan, but you all in my face. But yet, it's some rednecks over there that look like they live in some trailers.
Look like they want to steal some shit and they hire you.
You didn't ask them what they want, but you come over to me, and I had one item. No, I don't need help. So we all get that. I don't know. Not everybody get it. Some people do.
Another version of an Uncle Tom is the original Abraham Lincoln, because he was actually half black and half Melungeon and half white. Because he didn't mean to actually emancipate slavery.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, because
he was an Uncle Tom though.
I can't. I know that. I'm just saying I wouldn't use him as an example.
Why is that?
Because if I want an example of someone that's an Uncle Tom, it would be Samuel Jackson in Django.
No, now that would be the negative.
That is Uncle Tom.
No, but
yeah.
The doppelganger.
Yeah.
You have a person like Abraham Lincoln that was half black and half white. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, he emancipated the slaves or whatever, but at the same time, he also said that if it was up to him, he wouldn't have gave a fuck about it. But then you also got a dude like Steven, Samuel Jackson, the character that Samuel Jackson played, which he was a negative version of the Uncle Tom that would do a motherfucker at a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. He loved that white man. He will lay over the barbed wire for the white man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting the white man cross over the barbed wire. Yeah. You know what I mean, yo? So, yeah, and Django.
I wouldn't even go into it.
All right.
What I'm saying, like, the fact, like, the book itself was completely glorified, and then they put a fucking museum to it. It's just a typical white person shit.
I now understand that shit.
To fictionalize some shit and then put it on display and make it seem like like shit was real.
And the fucked up part about it is, just like Huckleberry Finn.
Mark Twain.
Man. What about Three Musketeers? The Three Musketeers. But hey, man, I ain't even gonna lie. Black man wrote that, so I can't even say
whatever. I don't care.
Everything was all about
as Riley said, you gay.
Hold on, like Riley said, Nickel, you gay. Nickel.
Or Mr. Ching.
Oh, show. Oh my God, it's 10 minutes.
Don't ever spend your money there ever again. Nah. Don't ever go back. Like I said, you will never get the truth when it pertains to a white person telling you what's the real. And the fact that they got a whole bunch of black folks going up there. Ooh, look at this. Uncle Ty. Got you looking like a fool. Uncle Ty. Uncle Tom cabin got a whole bunch of black people looking crazy.
I don't even fuck with them shits, man, because at the end of the day, man, they never gonna tell the truth on shit. They always tend to keep things to themselves. The real shit they keep to themselves. They keep certain shit to themselves, man, and I don't fuck with that shit. I bet he still is a coon. Shit. Hey, if you got to tap dance to the cracker, man, you still a cool, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you still got to tap dance to that, hey, man, I understand you got to give respect when respect is given. I understand the fact that when it's time to conduct business, you have to be professional about your shit. I understand that. But when where the line gets over, where a motherfucker oversteps their boundaries, is when they see you, they be like this. But the moment that white person walk past, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, buddy? Hey, and
you know, it's so funny. I purposely snarl when I see a white person. I do. I purposely snarl, and especially if I'm in a car, I don't stop for them to walk across. I don't. And I don't give two fucks.
They don't even do that for each other, man. I see the way how they dog each other out. Shit. All right, bet. Let's get up in this. Let's get up in this. We got this. We're gonna talk about what you want to talk about this Gene cell? Okay.
I mean, that's something I told you already.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna touch on the topic of Gene cell. And what I'm gonna touch on the topic of Gene cell, which pretty much I know you know something about it, Congolese. Gene cell is developed and innovated in the library in preparation instrument for the next generation sequencing NGS, but needed a name and identity with a node to the products. So with that being said,
what is like what the Hilo cell?
Something like Hilo. But then also what most people don't realize is why they asking for most of these women's amniotic sacs to afterbirth.
It's for stem
cells research, as well as they putting it in proactive.
Melanin and all of that.
They put them in the melanin pills that they make, in the synthetic melanin pills that they making in the whole damn nine. So it's like when they talk about you taking a DNA test, you gotta be cautious about that shit too. You know how some people be like, yo, let me take a DNA test to see where my ancestral bloodline goes back to. One, if you do that, there's a 50% chance that if you do that, that they can use your DNA information and sell it to another science lab. And if they find out that it's something that's prominent, that it goes back thousands of years, like to the cradle of civilization type shit, they could try to find ways to make vaccines. The same way how they did Henrietta Lacks. You know what I mean, yo? Also, besides that, what they will do is they will clone until they find, and they really do clone. Now think about this. Some people think that it's imaginary. Yo, that's conspiracy shit. They cloning. Nah, I don't believe that shit. There's no way in the world you can get an albino fucking bird, all white bird that lays an all white fucking egg. That's clone. You can't get a fucking cow that's white with black spots. A portobello cow. That's a clone fucking cow. That's not a natural fucking cow. Pigs are not natural. That's man-made, genetically modified. So the list goes on. Yeah, they do clone. So it can happen. So they use that. They one particular person, damn, I forgot his daggone name. He was on Facebook for the longest, and he I don't know how true it is. I don't get and stuff like that. And he literally spoke about him being cloned and what they do in the clone labs and what they do. They actually remember the movie Hostel and how they sit there and they chain people up to the chair and torture them and shit. He said that these rich ass fucking elite people actually do this shit for real. Like the Queen of England, her sons her son, her grandsons, and people like fucking from GM Motors, Ford, athletes, A-listers, like the top of the line A-listers are involved in this shit, and they actually sit there in a daggone like Coliseum type shit. It's almost like a Coliseum type shit, but you know what I'm talking about in a doctor's lab when you sit watching somebody on death row type shit or whatever the whole nine. You literally watching somebody take part in the demise of somebody else. Now, what most people got to understand is if we've been on this earth, if tigers could go to the brink of extinction, lions, tigers and bears, fucking eagles, vultures, fucking what else? What else almost damn near went extinct? Elephants, jaguars, pumas, leopards, fucking leopard. How in the hell you mean to tell me chicken and beef ain't went extinct yet? As much beef as we eat. As people, let's be honest. No, we ain't talking about no fish. A fish can multiply in dozens.
Yeah, that's
like I'm talking about over
hundreds,
in hundreds. Okay, we talking about like beef, a cow. When was the last time you heard about a cow having tuplets? You ain't gonna hear about that shit. Certain things is designed for a certain particular way, and this is the reason why we see our people having a savage mind frame of moving like the way how they move. You know what I mean? And most people don't want to admit that shit. Like they don't think that the food is cloned. All the food is cloned. There's no way in the fucking world we could be right now still eating big ass T-bone fucking steaks. Now I'm gonna tell you something right here, right now that Phil Valentine said. Phil Valentine said this a long time ago, and even Bobby Hemmett said this a long time ago. Mother Nature never produced anything that does not have melanin in it. Mother Nature never produced anything that does not have melanin in it. Anything that is synthetic to this earth cannot go underneath that sun, and the frequency of this earth cannot like cooperate with it. Point blank, period. So there's no way in the world. This is why you see some black people, or most black people, that they can't drink milk. You can't drink milk because that right there wasn't meant for you to consume.
Yeah.
You can't drink milk, the cow's milk, and you say you lactose intolerant because it was never meant for it to be put inside of your body.
Your body can't handle it.
Your body cannot handle that.
Now some people can, and they not have any digestive issues or mucus buildup.
Yep.
But most people don't realize that dairy in itself, whether it's in a cheese form, a bread form, pasta form, snack cake form, and or yogurt, milk, like you said, cream, butter, that is all a dairy. That is all something that can cause a mucus buildup within your chest, your nasal cavity, mucus within your body, your organs, and it contributes to being sick, as in a cold, a flu, sinus infection, and or just that phlegm. Like say, if you ever notice, like in the morning time you wake up, you have phlegm in your throat, and you go to the bathroom and you spit it up. That is a overload of mucus built up in your chest.
Oh, I just found out something about that.
What?
That ain't even it.
How?
It's contributing to mucus, but it's not. But it's a whole bunch of white blood cells. It's based on what you eat too. Okay. That causes them to like coagulate in one daggone area in the back of your throat type shit or whatever in the whole nine. But that's a different story for a different time. But yeah, it does. It causes mucus, and just like Dr. Sadie said, there's one thing that you can't that hasn't been cured. There's no cure for it. Is mucus. You know what I'm saying, yo? So that situation.
No matter what kind of medicine you take, no matter. Because there's been times where, let's say I had too much cheese in 1 week and I get sick, and or I find myself hacking up phlegm. I know I need to pull back from the dairy intake. No one is perfect. Not expecting anyone to be. Not expecting anyone to just completely switch up their diet and just stop eating everything and completely go vegan. No, do what's best for you. I know for me, I do like things that are not good for me. Whatever. We all do things that we shouldn't do. With that being said, I find it even like if I do my ginger teas and my limes and my lemons, I find it harder and harder to get rid of that mucus buildup. And that's with natural remedies. So if natural remedies aren't really necessarily helping anymore, medication isn't going to help in itself either.
Nope. And then you also got to think about this too. Medication that they put out there isn't built for us. It ain't meant for us either to actually have in our system. That's why they give you a shitload of side effects. You see, the side effects is for us.
Yeah.
Not for them, but for us. When they're talking about you might lose vision, lose motor function, become a multi-amputee, might be sterile for the rest of your life. They're talking about us. They're not talking about them. They're talking about us because they know that medication wasn't built for us to actually intake in our body, digest in our body. That medication cannot break down in a proper way. This is why they scrutinize people like Dr. Sebi. And I only use him as a point of reference for anybody else, whether white or black, that became herbalists, that the medical association considered them as a threat because they can cure diseases, they can cure illnesses. You dig?
Mm-hmm. Shit's worse than what you already have. Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Why you think you see Why you think you see a cat like Eazy-E popped up and said that told the world he got AIDS, and then all of a sudden a week later
he did.
Eazy-E popped up dead. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute.
I know niggas living, and I'm outside of Magic Johnson. I know people that are on Medicaid that have lived with the disease. You hear me now? Hear me now. They don't have Magic Johnson money. They got Medicaid money. You on Medicaid, and you still able to live with that disease? And you mean tell me Eazy-E died 1 week after being told he had it?
Oh, he had full-blown AIDS. But what is AIDS?
There's plenty of full-blown AIDS people walking around Atlanta functioning very well. And guess what? You can't be on a regular insurance. Why? Because regular insurance does not allow pre-existing conditions prior to Obamacare. Okay.
Unless they used him as a catalyst to scare the people so much that the people will run in there. Now, there's a lot of people. Remember when you was in the hospital? The queen was in the hospital, right? After she gave birth to the baby, they said to her, they was like, ma'am, would you like us to give you some blood that was donated? I said, hold on, wait a minute. And she said it at the same time. We both said it at the same time. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that blood tested?
Mm-hmm.
You know what this bitch had the nerve to say? This motherfucking broad had the nerve to say, and I swear up and down, I bullshit you not. She said, no, the blood has not been tested. So I said, so basically what you're saying is it's a 50% chance that she might contract AIDS or HIV
or
any other disease off of that one blood, that package of blood that you're trying to sit here and put in her body. How many other females have you actually got like that, ganked like that, and they don't even know that y'all gave it to him?
Yeah.
They think it's a man that gave it to him that they had sex with, and they don't realize it was the hospital after they gave birth to their child.
Yep.
That's the shit that killed me. And I was like, God damn. But at least she was real with the shit, and she told us straight up. She was like, it's a 50% chance. Nah, we didn't test it. We don't test it. I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried to take the nigga ass out quick. Yeah, some real shit.
Yeah, but that's one of the things, like, in a moment, they get you when you're in a moment of where you're not really thinking clearly.
Sedated. Drugs.
I wasn't sedated because I went a natural birth.
But most women are sedated.
Most women are sedated.
Yeah.
They take the epidural or they'll take the other
painkillers.
What is it? It starts with a D.
Depo?
No.
Epidural.
Birth control.
My bad. See, I don't know shit about it.
It's a pain medication they give women when they go into labor. It starts with D. They give it through their IV, and then
yes.
You know what I'm talking about? It's what they used to use
It's not Tipper Bird?
No, that's a birth control, baby.
Okay,
No.
my bad.
It's what they use. It's like the higher dosage of oxycodone.
Oh.
Yeah. It paused. Oh.
It paused on us. They say y'all talking too much.
Don't know what that was about, but yeah. Like I was saying, the way they do it, they'll come in, they'll say, hey, we see that you're losing a lot of blood. You know, do you want to get a blood transfusion? And then they'll tell you, you know, you have to sign a waiver stating that, you know, you acknowledge that you're taking this blood and da 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 da. But what they don't do off top is tell you whether or not the blood has been tested. They don't tell you off top whether or not you can contract anything from it. The only way you will find it out is if you question yourself.
Yep.
So it's allowed. That is how a lot of people get messed up, as well as a lot of people can contract different diseases through going to give their blood, which is something that we've discussed many a times before. But that is one of the number one ways that Black people contract certain diseases is by donating blood. Demerol, yes, that is it. Demerol, thank you. Yes, I knew I went crazy. But yeah, that's all I had. What was that? The government killed Easy. Yes, the government did kill Easy. That is for sure. Congolese came back with the name for me. Okay. Demerol.
Yeah. Yeah, the government did have a play a part in Eazy-E, and I totally agree with that, because it's kind of funny of them sitting there saying that, oh yeah, the man had full-blown AIDS, but didn't Magic Johnson have full-blown?
Yeah.
I mean, what about Will Chamberlain? Will Chamberlain was like that nigga. That motherfucker, he fucked a lot of females.
He had AIDS?
No, he didn't have AIDS. I'm talking about how many women. Because I mean, come on, you talking about a man that he pretty much been with every race that ever walked on this planet.
I think the reason why Magic Johnson contracted something is because he was sleeping with men. Did you see his son? Okay.
Well, also think about this too. And you want to know what somebody said on YouTube? I was watching a video on YouTube, and somebody made a very interesting point. They said, what if Magic Johnson really didn't have AIDS, but he actually became the AIDS catalyst for the organization? Because at that particular point in time, the only people that were known for having AIDS were gay people. The first thing back in the 80s and the early 90s, if a motherfucker said they had AIDS, the first thing people would do, like, you gay?
Nigga, you gay.
Nigga, you gay? You just fucking dudes? You gay? But what if he was the catalyst for the AIDS program? So therefore, heterosexual people now it would make a pandemic.
Yeah, I think
I
understand that dynamic.
And he caused the money to flow in from the heterosexual community,
right?
Not just the gay community, because the gay community was already going and getting checked out. Probably they was on it and shit like that. They had to, you know what I'm saying? They had contracted AIDS, but now, with him being a catalyst for the heterosexual community and said that he contracted it as a heterosexual man, it made everybody else that was heterosexual at that particular point in time rush in to the daggone pharmacies or the physician office and shit like that to get their shit tested out. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Congolese said I was throwing shade towards Magic Johnson and his son.
Hey, it is what it is.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I understand the concept of him being the catalyst for the movement. However, I do understand the concept of when you're in an industry where you can have sex with any and everybody, and you have men looking like women back then and now.
Yeah.
And on top of that, men just willingly having sex with other men. And then let's say you want to be a part of a certain society and you go to a party and they tell you, hey, in order for you to get down with the get down, you got to go over there in that room and get down with the get down. I understand that as well. So for you to have a grown ass son that can contour better than me, shoe size bigger than his, and he's very gay, flamboyant, that leads me to believe that there was some type of a lifestyle that you were living that your child was more than likely exposed to, and your wife just signed on for the ride because she has
a check. I got me a check, got a check.
She said his son disgusts me. I don't care. It's disgusting to see black fags, but it's sad because majority of them were molested.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to say that because a lot of these dudes ain't got to go to jail no more in order for them to be fags.
I don't know about that because I know
back in the day,
I have met plenty here in Atlanta because I live in Atlanta, the land of the gay. I have met plenty that were turned by not being molested. They were either turned by someone they knew was a friend and said, hey, let's try this, and or they give the story,
I was born this way.
I was born this way. And then you have the story that says, well, I knew one guy, he told me, it's not that I'm not attracted to women. It's just that men gave me more attention. That's what he said. Weird as fuck. I know. Weird as shit. Men gave me more attention. I can't explain it.
The fuck?
That's the answer that was given. That's the answer that was told to me. I'm just.
No, I'm not. Hey, my beef ain't with you.
I mean, that's just like a woman saying, you know, ain't nothing happened to me when it pertains to a man touching me, but you know, I never grew up getting attention from men. I got attention from women.
It's the climate.
So that's what I'm attracted to.
It's the areas. But
there are people out there like that. That's it.
Like old girl with the darkism shit. Because she was mad because men made fun of her when she was growing up in her neighborhood.
So I can see her being a lesbian.
So I could see her hating the way how she hate. But if she grew up around predominantly black people, that was her skin complexion, she wouldn't have faced those hatred comments.
But she did grow up around people her skin color. She said dark-skinned people were the ones that teased her.
No, but I'm saying though, like at the end of the day, is she from the South or is she from up north?
I don't know.
Now, if she from the South and she faced that shit, we got some conversations that we might need to be discussing in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? But if the queen is from up north, I can see why. Because there is a color. The colorism will make you. It's what they show. Remember what they showed about the little girls playing with the light skinned dolls.
Yeah, the black girls picking the white dolls. The white doll is prettier than the black doll.
Yeah, I could understand that. You feel what I'm saying, yo? And it does take a toll on the psyche of a dark skinned person. Because at one point in time when I was younger, I was sitting here like, damn, all these little Boricuas, all the little Puerto Rican kids. And the Dominicanos and shit like that, or the mixed kids, they get more play than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, do I gotta be like them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order for me to get recognized and shit.
And that's crazy because I experienced the complete opposite. I experienced, you know, being on the outside and not getting attention until later on in life. Like I had people that were around me that would go after brown and dark brown women and overlook me until later on in life. That's when they come in. I had the mean crush on you, but I wasn't what you was checking for. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I experienced the opposite end of that form of colorism, where I was shunned away because I wasn't dark enough. Even when it pertained to boys, I experienced it. As shocking as it may be, I did.
Okay. Well, with that being said, though, T Street, well, I'm not saying T Street, but Thinking Speaker Real was like basically, you know what I'm saying, I got powerful evidence to destroy the gay gene shit, which I do agree with you.
There is no such thing.
Ain't no gay goddamn genes.
That's just like saying there's a racist gene.
Yeah, this is a racist gene. It's taught. That's something that's taught.
Taught, learned, and digested.
And I don't promote like doing no fucked up shit to them. You feel what I'm saying? If that's what they like, that's their creed, that's what they want to live by, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we do what we do, we heterosexual. You okay? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we can prove that they putting shit in the food, they putting shit in the drinks, sodas, all types of shit. Chemtrails spraying, uranium, all types of shit to alter that. We're coming back. We got about 7 seconds left, all right? Man, I didn't even think that it was like 14 people that came through. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So with that being said, family, we're rocking you like you never been rocked before.
Is that it? Look, give me more cash. Don't worry, school's coming.
And that's some real shit.
That's
I would save that. I would save that.
That's funny.
You know what I mean, yo? I mean, the shit just get real right there. So hello, my dear friends. Hello.
Why does my throat look
coming
more
to the light?
You can see like the
we're taking the pause out, fams, real fast. You know what I'm saying, yo?
Am I losing too much weight?
No, you're not.
It looked like.
No.
Look.
You do know we still live, right?
My bad.
Coming to the light.
My bizzle for shizzle nizzle.
We waiting on the fams to come back in from other groups. You feel what I'm saying, yo? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Hit the like button. Hit the like. All day 24/7. Hit the like. Because you want to know why?
Why?
You have stepped into the light.
Is that it?
So you have to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Nice smiles.
No.
Nice smile. Nice smiles.
Look. See, even now, look, when I do like that, I look weird. Look. That's so weird. Oh, like a little reptile.
Why are you talking shit about yourself?
No, I'm saying because I can tell that I've lost like a little weight right there. And I see like, even now when I'm talking, I can see it move. Before I couldn't see it move. You know how when you talking, your arms up will move? That's normal for you because you're a male. But as a woman, I'm not used to seeing that.
Your throat move? Your throat muscle?
Not used to seeing that. I'm used to it being a little meat on my neck. That's all.
Hey, I mean, that's what happens when you go to the gym. I mean, you want to work out. Hey, shit, ain't good. Nothing wrong with that.
A little muscle coming in. You should have seen me today. I was in the ladies.
Congo back in the building. Congo back in the building.
I told you this is what we're gonna do from now on. From now on, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get on and we're gonna have conversations amongst ourselves. And then if someone come in, they come in. If don't nobody come in, guess what? They don't come in. How about
that? I don't know. I mean, we still gonna have shit to say. I mean, I still want to sit there and spread and teach and spread the word.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have discussion.
Okay.
Amongst ourselves, you know.
All right.
Let me swoop that around real quick. It's not staying. But today was supposed to be like an open forum anyway.
Yeah, it's an open forum. So we can talk about whatever the family want to talk about. Topics and discussions are open. Whatever that's on your mind that you wanted to talk about from early in the week and you didn't get a chance to talk about, we can talk about it right now. Right now.
Hold on, wait. Since you always like to say you're going to put me on blast with my people.
Why you gotta go there?
No. What does Hotep mean? Which form of Hotep?
Peace.
But have you heard people saying that's a Hotep nigga?
Yeah, I've seen people say Hotep nigga, but they don't even understand the version of it.
Does Hotep mean black people that only focus on Egypt?
No. OTEP is peace. That's what it means in comedic science. It means peace in comedic science. The people that actually use the reference of an OTEP nigga actually came about last December. And when the conscious community started falling off, you got a lot of people that they jump into the conscious community and they don't study Black history. They don't study Africantology. It ain't just about Egypt. It ain't about what Egypt has produced. It's everything that's outside of Egypt, the Nile Valley, the Congos, the Sudans, Nigeria, Lebanon, everywhere. It's looking at the whole diaspora of Africa. And there's a lot of people that came into the conscious community that was wearing the dashikis thinking that, oh yeah, just because I watch 1 or 2 videos and shit like that, it made me qualified to be a conscious brother. A lot of them people ain't living the lifestyle of a conscious brother. Now, I'm not perfect. As you can see, tattooed up, I don't give a fuck. But I'm conscious as shit. Very knowledgeable as a motherfucker. If we sat down and held a conversation outside of this right here, where they're not able to cut us off,
you get some real shit.
You get some real information out of me. You feel what I'm saying, yo? But I know they watching, so I gotta filter the stuff that I say. So, with that being said, those are the old tech niggas. The people that don't embrace the culture, don't live the culture, don't walk, talk, eat shit, and sleep the culture. You know what I'm saying, yo? Because I rap. Yeah. And in order for me to be a lyricist, I gotta eat, sleep, talk, and eat the shit. You feel what I'm saying, yo? It just is what it is at the end of the day. So those are the old tech niggas. You know what I mean?
No, but
OTEPing as Negroes. Well, yeah, you can say that OTEPing as Negroes or OTEPing as in
the deflammatory version of it, babe. Look at that whole OTEPing nigga over there.
Yeah, well, that's almost like the way how they look at Rastafarians in Jamaica. Some people look at Rastafarians in Jamaica because they look at Rastafarians as like OTEP niggas. Oh, they taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
They don't even. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say that about him. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying the reference of when you look at his rap sheet and things that have been presented, as well as I'm gonna say it a polite, as well as a Sinetta. People that portray a certain image, but behind closed doors are the complete opposite and or are finagling themselves. That is what I would consider a Hotep Negro or nigga, black man, dude, whatever you want to call it, to be.
True.
I haven't referenced anyone like that, so I have no reason to in my daily vernacular. But I have a question for you. This is pertaining to something that's between, our relationship though. Are you ready? What should the dynamics be within a relationship between a man and a woman when it pertains to using deflammatory slang and or words towards each other?
As in?
A conscious community.
What is appropriate and what is not appropriate?
Yeah, I know for us, we tease each other and go back and forth.
Talk shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in what aspect does it become where
out of line?
Out of line, and then contradicting to your movement. For? Yeah.
Well, from what I see is when you begin to step out of line, a contradiction of the movement is when you turn around and go against your traits. So with that being said, in a relationship, if you're going to talk about the black household, the black woman, and the whole dang nine, you're supposed to be able to live that talk. And this is what I've told you on plenty of occasions. that a man in a relationship, if you're the man in the relationship, your job is to also provide. Be the strong arm man, the bodyguard type figure. Now, when a man is not, and also be that mental support issue too, to be able to reason and solve problems. But when that man cannot actually exceed or fulfill those particular parts or that dynamic, that issue, that particular position, and he goes against the trade, and he said, okay, like pretty much like, okay, you say you black power in the whole damn nine, but then you want to expose a black woman and shit like that, and make her name sound dirty as fuck, and make her name and tear her down, especially in front of people. If not by yourself in your own personal grounds, around people, you want to defame her characteristics, even when she's a mother, even, whether she's single or a mother, you want to defame her. Okay, and then the moment you get in front of the camera, you want to, oh, the black woman is God, the black woman is God, the black woman is God. But what happens when the camera is not on you? The black woman is not God. Is she a whole bunch of sluts? Is she a whole bunch of hoes? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, yo. You know what I'm saying. So it makes you want to sit back and actually look at things from a whole broader scale. Is every man perfect? No, not every man is perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Nor is every woman perfect.
No, there's not every woman perfect. There's no such
thing as a perfect person.
Yeah, it's not at all, period. But if you're going to be into the conscious movement, certain things that most females will consider as derogatory, because most men say it in a fucked up, fallacious way. They're being very facetious in their emotions when they say it. Does come off a tad disrespectful, condescending. Now, with that being said, I was in an abusive relationship. I'm okay now, but it was every type of abuse, and I stayed because I wanted a black king. Wow, I'm gonna let you speak on that, Queen. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I mentioned, if you need my input on that, I'll let you say. I'll let you.
I know firsthand. What that is like. But I was married to someone who was abusive. And it was physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, and verbal abuse on every level. And they were a Bible thumper, a person who was supposedly uplifting and all that like that. But I understand what you said about wanting a black king. It can be very hard. You're with this person who is supposed to be a certain kind of way, and they then in turn switch because your mentality and your perception of life switches. So I completely understand that aspect of what you're saying.
Wow. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow.
Hold on, wait.
Wow.
Hold on, wait. You said he was supposed to be Pan-African, then turned into a Hebrew Israelite?
What the fuck? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wow.
Whoa.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
How you gonna go from being
How?
conscious to step back into conscious in the unconscious realm?
Wait, but you Jamaican. How?
There ain't no such thing as a motherfucking Hebrew Israelite in Listen, Linda.
How?
Listen, Linda.
How?
How, Sway? How? You ain't got all the answers, Sway. Yo,
I will DM you my number. No lie.
yo.
Hey. What's going on?
Peace, fam. Peace.
Yo.
Black power.
I understand you wanting to stay down with your brother because that's your king. But like I stated to you before, and like we both have stated, like there are certain levels to a conscious relationship. If you get to a point to where you're moving on a path that they're supposedly were on the same path with you and they start to shift, that's when you need to start reevaluating, saying, I don't know if I can do this because I know that the path that I am on is the correct path for me. And when they're on another path, and it's that path that a lot of them have had that reputation of being very abusive to women, which is quite crazy to me. Conscious relationships seem to be more difficult. I can't say that they're more difficult. I can say a conscious relationship can actually be more easy, in my personal opinion, because when you're not putting certain stipulations on yourself, especially the stipulation of I gotta be married in order to be with this person,
or the romanticized version of what a relationship is supposed to be based on a Caucasian,
is much better. When you're able to connect with someone on a inter-spirit level and not a physical and materialistic level, is more of an in-depth relationship. Not to say that the relationship is not going to have its ups and downs, because any kind of relationship is going to have its ups and downs.
But still sharp and still.
Correct. When you have a conscious couple and they're both on the same path, it makes them more of a power couple than it does anything else. Because in turn, they end up doing more for the community, which in return does more for themselves. It gives insight and growth within that relationship. Honestly, that is my personal take on it. Caucasian from the mountain of Caucasus. Lord. Congolese. Goodness.
I know you was gonna buck, guy. I knew you was gonna buck. I knew it.
But for the conscious relationships, I know that there are usually, you see the misconceptions of men getting to the conscious community, women and women getting into the conscious community to seek man.
That's in the same mind frame.
It's kind of just like in the dating game. A woman will go to a club to seek a man, and a man will go to a club to seek a woman. It's just they're going into it the intellectual manner.
Yep.
I'd rather someone go into it intellectually trying to learn and pull from it, and you end up catching you one, than going to a club shaking your ass and catching one that ends up ruining your life for the next 5 years.
Yep. Pretty much.
So I find it better.
How, Sway? How? You ain't got all the answers, Sway.
He said pickers are already slim, now even more difficult and conscious.
What you say? Picking already.
He said the pickers are already slim, now even more difficult in the conscious community. What she say? I was depressed for like 2 weeks and I was diagnosed with PTSD due to being molested by a family member. Whoa.
Wow.
Yo, like that's something like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely send you my number. Definitely send you my number. Definitely will send you my number. I'm fine talking about it because I know there's other Black African girls that is correct. You're looking at one right here.
Yep.
I have been molested, raped, and abused as a child. and then in return as an adult. So I am one who is still here. I am one who still has her mental capacity to live. I am one that has been technically, when speaking to a psychiatrist, being diagnosed with PTSD. I understand all about the flashbacks and the flare-ups. I completely am there and understand exactly what you're saying. So again, I will slide you my number so that there is communication outside of that. Many have been abused. Yeah.
Yes, many have been abused.
That is absolutely correct. But you know what's so crazy? Within the Black community, that is one touchy subject that Black people just don't want to talk about. Abuse within the Black community. Have you?
Yes. The reason why I can attest to what you're saying, and I ascertained what a lot of the information that you said, because we got to start back to the breeding farms and the motherfuckers and the first original motherfuckers. And that was something that we seen the white man do until a point where we indoctrinated the indifference of the white man into our shit as a Black people in a whole. And Black people started doing that shit to their own people.
Yeah.
Because before that, the white man came in contact with us. Excuse me, we wasn't raping or molesting our own children. They can't show no African artifacts where we were sitting here sodomizing or doing anything to our children 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12,000 years ago. This came into play when the European came in and started fucking with us.
Yeah.
And captured us and enslaved us and enforced us as a whole to see this shit. Now, some weak ass motherfuckers were susceptible to give in to the bullshit and say, yo, I'm gonna do as master do.
Yeah.
And then you got the other ones that did not give in to what the master do.
Yeah.
And was like, nah, fuck that. That's against the creed. That's against what we stood for.
Right.
That's not what I grew up learning. What she said. What they said.
Says some don't know how to talk about it with empathy. Says the white man loving on little boys.
Yeah, little boys and.
Oh wait, Dwight.
No, he's talking about white man.
The white man.
Yeah,
the white man. Okay, look, I had to get to the ghetto part real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, so I can see, and this is where the affliction comes in from the Black woman when she's being misogynized, ostracized by the Black man, by a Black man. And not just any Black man, a Black man that's supposed to be her family member, that's supposed to protect her from any infiltration in the camp. She's looking for that one big man as the because as a little girl, you're looking at your daddy and your granddaddy and you know what I'm saying, yo, as a protector, or your uncle as a protector, or your big cousin
being the person that's your
abuser. Yeah. And then they wonder why. A lot of people wonder why Black women either they go gay or they turn around and fuck with white dudes. But then at the same time too, that's where we as brothers that haven't done that supposed to show the love and the actual appreciation and be like, look, Queen, I understand what it is, what it do. But I'm not like that. Yo, all love and prosperity. I'm not here to harm you. Yeah. I'm not here to do none of that shit to you. Yeah. Whether we're in a relationship that is intimate or we're in a plutonic relationship, we're supposed to emphasize those facts because the queen is always supposed to be protected in some way, shape, fashion, or form. I'm just saying on that level. But go ahead and speak what you say.
Within the Black community, you know, the cliche thing is to get over it, sweep it under the rug, and move on with your life. However, what a lot of us don't realize is that not speaking on it in turn causes us to internalize the hurt that we've endured and then take it out on others. And then we have a perception on our counterparts which is our black males, as they're not a protector, they're an abuser. And in turn, that is something that is taught to our children if the cycle isn't broken. I know that for myself, just being someone who has experienced it, I am one who, I didn't turn gay. I didn't turn to drugs. I ended up doing pretty okay for myself for someone that went through the type of life that I went through, compared to some black women that I know, they have completely gone to the left and they didn't even go through half of the stuff that I've been through as a child. So it's a sense of self-healing, the sense of moving away from what the Caucasoid has taught us. That is the main thing that needs to be done within the black community. We need to move away from what has been put out there as this is a normalized way of living, this is a normalized way of thought, this is a normalized way of eating, thinking, anything that has to do with the Caucasoid. That is something that we should continuously strive to
kick a hit out against,
extract ourselves from, period. You have a question. You have to question every single thing that you've been told. That is correct. You do have to question every single thing, because most of the things that have been passed down to us through generation is the concept of, well, this happened to me, and you know, I just dealt with it and get over it. And then again, the concept of a male being an abuser, that is something that's been passed down. That's not something like I said before. And what we have learned from what was in the motherland, there was no such thing from what we saw and from what we've looked up where the black male abused the woman. If anything, it was revering on both counterparts. The woman revered the man and the man revered the woman in order to make a cohesive and balanced life. Hence the reason some people don't realize when you have a child and that child seems very chaotic, it's the relationship. It's the counterparts that made that baby. It's the 9 months that the baby was in the stomach. Was that time period of the baby being in the stomach chaotic, or was it peaceful?
True. Very, very true.
Hence what you get in return.
Afterbirth. Yeah. The afterlife.
So there is a lot of things that we have to pick from and move away from, but because we are a community that is so dependent, we are so dependent, and I don't understand the concept of being dependent and that aspect of sticking and holding on to what we have been told is the right thing, because doing what we were told is the right thing is going to probably save us in the end, when really ain't shit gonna save you but your damn self, period. But a lot of us are completely blinded by the biblical presence of Christianity within the black community. I've never seen a more community so blindsided and bewildered by a freaking religion than the black community. And that's pertaining to all spectrums of continents. No lie. Because you have it over in
Europe, Asia, Africa, you know what I'm saying, England, Australia.
So we need true Pan-African men to castrate these child molesters, rapists.
Actually, while you're Queen, while you saying that,
a lot of brothers know about it and don't defend us too.
Now, Queen, Congolese, what you're saying right now, I agree with all the way 100%.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, there was a law they was trying to pass actually for the future. Anybody that was actually arrested for child molestation or rape was supposed to be castrated, whether man or woman.
That is something that they're trying to bring into law.
They're trying to bring it into law, which I feel if that was up to me, I don't vote.
Yeah.
But any other time, I would vote on that like in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And that should be something that should be reciprocated to a woman who is a abuser.
What you mean?
There are female
no. That's why I said
abusers.
women are, you know, I said men and women too. No, it was talking about men and women.
Okay.
Sewing they shit up.
Okay.
The women sewing they shit. The only thing you can do is pee out that hole. That pee hole on the, you know what I'm saying, yo? But that hole sewn shut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, yo? Castrating that clit. You know what I'm saying, yo? I mean, on some real shit. But because you know, no, hey, they the ones that sitting here violating the kids. I ain't violating the kids. Shit. I'm with anybody, yo. If you saying that y'all got some real laws for these motherfuckers,
I barely want to watch the little baby butt.
Yo, if y'all got a law and y'all trying to put up a law when it comes to protecting the kids, hey, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign. Yo, if I don't sign up for nothing else, I'll sign up for that shit.
That right there will be one law.
Because I got kids.
Go out and vote for.
I got kids.
Yeah.
And then when my kids get older, they gonna have kids.
Yeah. But you know, the one thing that I find is very crazy when it pertains to that subject in itself, there are a lot of people when they have children, it seems as if they don't see the signs for themselves. Like it's almost like they forget the signs that they were showing and the way that they were acting when something had happened to them. And they do the opposite of what was done for them. They continue the cycle instead of stopping the cycle. You know how I am, where it's like my daughter and my sons can't sit in nobody's lap.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people don't reciprocate that.
Well, their mental capacity, mental understanding is totally different than yours.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, you identify and throw shit up on a microscope faster than what they could. In that particular diaspora, you're operating off of a Windows 10. And these motherfuckers still on Windows 7.
Okay.
So that's why you would see a particular person like that that's been through the same situation as you.
Yeah.
They're not actually analyzing the shit the way how you would and protecting theirs the way how you would.
Right.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
So that's what makes the difference between you and them. You're on a Windows 10, they're on a Windows 7. Their processing is a lot slower than yours.
Right.
Because if I'm on a Windows 7 and you on a Windows 10,
yeah, I'm going to buy
you're going to be able to upload
yeah.
all the information and download all the information before I'm even able to actually get on the web.
Right. Okay.
So their psyche is just
not there.
Not there right now. You feel what I'm saying, yo? And that's fucked up.
Yeah. But like I said before, that all comes into play where you leave the Caucasoid mentality and lifestyle out the picture, which is why we need more Black people waking up from the what is it? What is the chess match of Caucasian against Blacks? Shit.
Listen, unchain the fucking goddamn mind. The Matrix.
Yeah.
Unchain the fucking mind. Because everything that the Black man thought he knew, he don't know.
Right.
There's a lot of things I had to re-educate myself on. And then when I seen it, I was like, God damn. So I really wasn't going about this the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I got to start going about this the right way. I got to make a difference.
Right.
It's not too many of us that's out there that's making a difference. You feel what I'm saying, yo? I got to make a difference. I got to make a difference. So with that being said, that's why I made the statement a couple months back about Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, what happened to if BET is the Black entertainment, what is it, television
network?
Why is it that on Mother's Day, they don't have a commercial with 1,000 Black dudes in bow ties or fucking button-down shirts, suits with ties on, with roses, actually attributing it to the Black woman, saying, my sisters, we love you, we're here.
You're never going to get that.
Whether they're single or their fathers that's married in a relationship, out of a relationship, but the men actually step up like the Verizon commercial and say, sisters, we love you.
You're never going to get that.
Why?
You want to know why you're not going to get that? It's because, one, they're not going to be able to get enough money to put anything like that on the network, regardless of them having their own network. Those commercials that are on there cost buku money, and they're not going to find any production company to do a commercial like that. And then on top of that, come up with the money for it. And on top of that, you got to think about who runs BET. BET is not ran by black people.
True. Well, they got a white woman that's
she mixed. It's a white woman that's mixed that turned into a chick flick TV show full of gay shit. So again, you're not gonna get that.
That black dude sold it over to them. Yeah,
he did. However, even outside of him giving it over to her, you're not gonna get that on a black network. You're only gonna get shit that's the mental control shit on BET. You're gonna get the shit that continuously blocks people off from the truth. Yeah. Regardless of them talking about social issues or not, I don't give a damn how much BET talk about social issues. It's all monitored. It's all filtered. It's nothing unadulterated truth. Nothing of it is unadulterated. So when you're talking about a commercial that's paying tribute to the black queen saying we love you, we appreciate what you do, you're not gonna get that unless it's someone out on the street and they make it and they put it on YouTube. You're not gonna get that on no type of major network commercial. There's not enough money to pay them off to do that. You gotta think about how many times a commercial runs and how much money people spend just on a regular weekend for a commercial to run. People spend thousands of dollars for a couple of seconds.
I fucks with you on that one because you want to know why, though, on some real shit. It's actually going to take for a bunch of motherfucking black dudes to sign a petition. And remember that black power shit that we seen last year when them kids was getting gunned down and the men was getting gunned down, and all them dudes with locks, they had on jet black with they scullies on. It's gonna take some shit like that to go down in order for that shit to actually hit BET on a large magnitude in the mall. Because we're not just talking about men, we're talking about the women. See, they was talking about the men or the people that were being gunned down, which were men that were being gunned down in the streets. But we're talking about the women, and if it goes viral, 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to turn around and put it out there and they're going straight like, yo, this can't be ignored. Because one way or the other, they're going to see it regardless. They seeing it regardless, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, World Star Hip Hop. I mean, we are, okay, most of us are nothing but like, when we see the internet, we see 15 to 20% of the internet. What about the next 20%? No, the next 80% of the internet. What about that? There's a lot of websites that you don't even know about right now that you don't even know that exist. What if I told you that they actually have a game called a Twitcher? And it's an actual game. They know how to communicate with each other through that game. I'm being dead ass serious. It's some geek shit. It's some geek shit.
Some shit I probably be into.
But they twitching like a motherfucker with.
It's people with Tourette's.
Yeah. Oh. No. It's a game with animation in it, and the characters are twitching, and they seeing who could beat who and how they can communicate with each other through the twitching.
What?
Yo, I swear to you on everything I love, 80% of the damn internet right now, there's some shit that you don't even realize is actually going on. The shit that you see that's going on is the shit that they want you to see what's going on. If you took the time out to actually go on the internet, surf 80% of the internet on the things that you don't actually see, it'll blow your fucking mind. It blew my mind. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Y'all got this shit? Ain't this about a bitch? I thought this was all the internet. I thought this is all it was. But it goes farther than this. There's people with their own fucking websites and the whole damn nine. It'll blow your fucking mind. But go ahead. So with that being said, when I look at situations that go down in this community or in our Black community, there's a lot of things that's not being said that needs to be said. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place.
Yeah. We should stop placing the blame on each other.
Stop placing the blame on each other. Take accountability. Men, take accountability. Women, please take accountability. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. But as long as we can accept the fact that we fucked up in certain areas and we're willing to actually assimilate it, internalize it, and then actually act out on it, and actually make a difference, do what you do. But stop giving these motherfuckers what the fuck they want. They want us to be divided. They want us to have this rip, this gap, between the Black male and the Black female. They really want this. It
ends the procreation of the Black community.
Thank you. Say it again.
It ends the procreation of the Black community with there being a rift.
Say it one more time, please.
It ends the procreation of the Black community with there being a rift.
So with that being said, we have to find a way to be able to, as a man and a woman, to be able to bury the hatchet. Because you want to know why? The white woman and the white man ain't competing with each other. The Arab woman and the Arab man ain't competing with each other.
They're competing against us.
The Asian and the Asian woman and the Asian man ain't competing against each other. The Jewish woman and the Jewish man is not competing against each other. The only people that are competing against each other, and I see it every day on Facebook, I see it on Twitter, I see it on Instagram, I see it on YouTube, is the Black woman and the Black man trying to see who could become more popular, who could get more money than who.
Yeah.
This ain't a dick measuring contest. I'm sorry, it's not.
Not at all.
You get what you get. If baby girl made more money than you, then guess what it is? She made more money than you. She's smart as a motherfucker. Embrace it. Love her.
What?
Love her for making that money.
If she's sharing the money with you, then there should be no reason why you feeling some kind of way, because it's not like she out with some other dude. She's with you.
Thank you.
If anything, that's y'all money.
That's y'all money.
In her eyes, that's y'all money until you
prove otherwise.
Hello.
I just don't understand that shit. So at the end of the day, it is what the fuck it is. Yeah. They gotta wake the fuck up. They seriously gotta wait. I hope to God that these, and I don't like to even use the word God because I'm a God myself, to the Creator, that these people actually wake up. My people wake up out of this right now and realize that they're being used as a catalyst for everybody else's agenda other than our agenda. Because they killed Malcolm X, they killed Martin Luther King. After they did that, then they jumped out there with the feminist movement. And when they jumped out there with the feminist movement, Black power, Black pride, Black everything, excellence went down the drain for something else, for another cause that didn't have nothing to do with Black people in the whole. Yes, you got some people that say, yo, Martin was for human rights, all rights. But that was at the beginning of his career. At the end of his career, when he realized that he was being used and he put his people in a compromising position, he changed his whole ideology, his state of thinking, his state of mind, because he realized he put his people in the wrong position. And what did they do? When they realized he knew what time of the day it was, they capped him. They clipped that nigga. You can't wait till it's too late. We cannot wait till it's too late. I don't give a fuck. I come up on here. We come up on here, whether it's 2 people watching, 4 people watching, 6 people watching. At the end of the day, as long as it's 3 people right now on this bad boy right now. As long as the 3 people got the message, that's all that matters. We can't save everybody. Can you save everybody?
No, not gonna try.
I can't save everybody.
Not finna try.
But I could drop knowledge whenever knowledge need to be dropped. I could drop some jewels on some
Everybody
family.
ain't worth saving.
You could drop some jewels on some people, right?
I can drop jewels, yeah, but I can tell from the first sentence on whether or not it's gonna be received. And if I can tell off that first sentence that it's not gonna be received, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Because I'm not finna blow hot air.
You know what I mean, yo? At the end of the day, yo, I love my family. I love my family.
It's not nothing. The information that's put out, the things that are said, is not a sense of convincing someone at all. Like we say all the time, my job is not to convince anyone. It's either you believe it, not necessarily believe, you know it for a fact to be true, based off of what you're hearing, based off of what you feel inside yourself, based off of what you've done under your own research. Anything that is presented on the table is always asked for you to go back and re-look up yourself. Why? Because it's not for me
to convince.
It's for you to know for yourself, within yourself, that what you're hearing is the truth. Period.
So we just talk what needs to be said. And Congolese, please reach out to the queen.
No, that's okay. No, I'm going to immediately send her my text. Send her my phone number.
I've been felt like we needed to connect a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I've been feel like that. But you know what I'm saying, yo? We can add the more family that come in. We can have moderators. Yep. We can have people that, you know what I'm saying, yo, the day one A1s be up in here, you know what I'm saying, holding this shit down. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that want to come in here and spit venom on our movement, because
we like people that tell the truth.
We love it. We love it.
And we like people that know how to stay on the ship.
You know what I mean? Not sail off the ship and jump off on somewhere else and shit like that.
I don't need nobody that's going to chain themselves to their baby and then hop off.
You know what I mean?
I don't need that.
You know what I mean? But other than that,
it's been a great night.
It's been a great night. It's been a very, very great night. You know what I mean? Peace.
We appreciate the love.
Yes.
Peace, love.
And Black Power.
Peace.
Peace. Hold it down.
Boom, bam, bam. Boom, bam, bam.